You're in my spot. What is your biggest dream? My biggest dream is to just continue doing music until the day I die. No more, no less. What could you almost kill for? I'm pretty hungry right now, so right now I'd probably kill for a pizza. What is your least favorite video game? So when I was a kid, I was really into platforming games like Sonic and Mario, and there was this one game called Bubsy that I got as a present, and it was so awful I actually cried after playing a few levels of it. It's bad. Check it out. Thoughts on the Tar fan service?
Boom, 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 boom.
Are you Sephiroth? I've been told a few times that I look a bit like Sephiroth, but in fact I am not. Even though I cosplayed his little brother Yazoo once at Comiket in Japan. Are you a good swimmer? I think so. Favorite childhood memory? So my favorite childhood memory has to be one Christmas morning a long time ago when I got my first PlayStation together with Crash Bandicoot and Tekken 2. It was a magical morning. I played all day and even tried to skip out on Christmas dinner just so I could keep on fighting in Tekken 2. It was great. How many game/anime figures have you got? Oh wow, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm up to 40 or something? I'd have to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47.
48, 49! I have 49 figures, which is 9 more than I thought I had. If you could be any meme in the world, which one would you be? Who are your favorite guitarists? Kaoru of Deering Grey, Kuki Gumo of Tokyo Jihen and Sheena Ringo's backing band, and Mark Holcomb of Periphery. I think all three of these guitarists have awesome personality and a unique way of how they handle their guitars. If you could time travel, when and where would you go? I would probably go back in time to some point that people are arguing about, like how the dinosaurs became extinct or if the chicken or the egg came first. And then I'd come back to the present and I would tell everyone what actually happened, and then everyone would crown me the king of the world because I know so much. What are your personal landmark albums that landed you on this dire course? The one album that sticks out in my mind that made me realize that I really want to become a musician was Vulgar by Deering Grey, which came out in 2003. Hearing that album really changed my life. What do you think about the style of new visual K bands? Do you like it? Do you have any favorites? I'm guessing you mean the new generation that's currently popular, like Medjugorje and Nocturnal Bloodlust and Diora and stuff like that. And I think what they're doing is really cool. It feels like a natural evolution of the heaviness and catchiness that is a trademark of visual K music, and I think they're really taking it to a next level, and I admire that. What is your favorite movie? A Korean movie called Old Boy. Don't watch the American remake. What is your life motto? Any specific guitar you would like to own or at least try? Well, I love ESP guitars and I've always been interested in playing an 8-string, so I would love to try ESP's 8-string guitar. And if anyone at ESP is watching, hook me up, bro. What do you think about socks? So the way I see it about socks is that if they're not black, I'm not gonna wear them. See these? They're
Like slick black.
They're like...
That shit is nice.
Have you ever pretended not to understand someone, like pretending not to know a language because someone was annoying? That's actually one of the most useful things for me when I'm in Japan. But don't tell anyone! What for you is the most challenging part in creating music as a musician, and favorite character in Tekken besides Lars? So the hardest thing about writing music for me is not to repeat myself or do stuff that I'm used to. I always need to go outside of my comfort zone to enjoy what I'm writing myself. And that is also very important, that I personally enjoy what I'm doing and will still be proud of it a few years down the road. And as for Tekken, my favorite character besides Lars, who isn't even my favorite character, mind you, is Lily, because she kicks real hard. Which of those figures is your favorite? Probably my Fire Emblem Taria figure, because she's supposedly very rare. I'm not that big of a fan of the character or anything, but it's such a rare figure and I got it quite cheap, so I'm pretty proud of it. What would you do if everything purple would suddenly turn green, including your hair? Is there any game that pissed you off so much you couldn't finish it? I was looking forward to Mighty Number 9 for such a long time. I even backed it on Kickstarter, and when it came out I actually streamed it on Twitch, and I thought it was so terrible and such a disappointment. I couldn't even get past the first level or so. I couldn't do it, man. It really pissed me off. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Well, there's this guy with spiky hair that I really enjoy his videos. I forgot his name, you know. What was it? I can't remember his name. You'll have to tell me in the comments who I'm thinking of, because I just... Cliche question. What is your favorite anime? And do you prefer anime or manga? I actually don't read manga at all. I used to when I was a kid, but I do watch anime from time to time, and my all-time favorite animes in no particular order are Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist, and Nana. And those are 3 animes you definitely need to see because they will change your life. Is there something you would like to change of your personality? If yes, what is it? Sometimes I tend to fret over small stuff too much. I have a tendency to offend people without realizing I've offended them, and that sometimes doesn't work out in my favor. What is your biggest fear? Well, I don't want to get all existential and stuff, so I'll just leave it at saying that my biggest fear or phobia that I have is insects. They are disgusting, they piss me off, and I just hate them. What did you want to be when you were a child? Did you always want to be a guitarist or a musician? No, I did not always want to be a musician. In fact, when I was a kid, before discovering music, I really wanted to become a pilot. What are the best and the worst gifts you received? Let's start with the worst gift. When I was a kid, my mom was trying to force me to go to like some kind of really boring family dinner, and all I wanted to do was play my video games. So my mom said that I should really come along because one of our relatives has a present for me. It might be a video game. Stupid as I was, I fell for her trick and went there. And when I got there, of course the gift wasn't a video game. It was some kind of 1,000-piece puzzle of a photo of Paris or something. And I was so disappointed, and I couldn't even say thank you because my mom had totally set me up for disappointment. As for the best gift, it would have to be one of my guitars, which was a gift from my grandmother. She gave it to me right before she passed away, so it holds a very special place in my heart, and the guitar has served me well for a very long time now. Will there be Minerva in this video as well? Favorite song to perform live? My favorite song to perform live is always the last song we do, because that means I can finally just let go and go 100% all the way through to the end. I don't have to hold anything back anymore. And lately we've been ending our sets with Boiling Point, so I think definitely the energy in that song makes it one of my favorites to play live. What was the most embarrassing moment of your life? You know you have only one day to live. What do you do on this one last day? Go back to bed. What is your favorite Studio Ghibli movie? The Wind Rises, or Kaze no Tachinu as it's called in Japanese. Do you have any tattoos? Not yet. Do you always feel self-confident or not? If not always, what makes you feel insecure? I do consider myself a mostly self-confident person, but when I'm meeting what you would call my musical senpais in Japan and stuff like that, sometimes I get a little bit shaky, and that's just because I respect these people so much and want to make sure I don't offend them or anything. Do you have any trading card games or normal card game hobbies like Yu-Gi-Oh? And if so, which one? I don't, but just like most kids, I collected a lot of Pokemon cards when I was a kid. Fun fact, I still have my Pokemon cards, and they were actually used for a music video. It's a song by an artist called Young Lean, and the song is called Hurt. So those are actually my Pokemon cards. 11 million views. Crazy, right? What is your height? 186 centimeters. What is your favorite game soundtrack? The soundtrack to Final Fantasy VII. Have you got any nicknames? In Japan, most people call me Pato. Everywhere else, people seem to have a hard time coming up with a nickname for me. I've been called Paddy by a few people, but I honestly really dislike that nickname, so if anyone can come up with a better one, please let me know in the comments. What were your first ambitions when creating the band Hugs from Venezuela? At first, me and Simon just wanted to play some music together, and that was it. We didn't have any grand plans of world domination or anything like that. We just wanted to get out there and play. Which has been your favorite outfit and makeup from the music videos, photo shoots so far? I'm having a hard time deciding between the look I had for Always Die Young and the look I had for Malignition, but I can't pick just one of them. I really like them both. What's the craziest thing you've ever done for someone? Well, I pretty much landed the Tekken 7 soundtrack gig for my bandmates by making a really nerdy tweet, so I guess that's pretty crazy. Have you ever broken a guitar on someone's head? I've never broken a guitar on someone's head, but on several occasions, both me and Simon have accidentally hit each other in the head with our guitars while playing live on stage. It happens quite frequently and it hurts like a bitch. What TV shows are you currently watching? When there's a new season of House of Cards, I will watch that, and I'm also following Rick and Morty a little bit right now because I think it's really funny, but other than that, I don't really watch TV shows that much. Until now, what was the hardest song to write and why? The Tekken 7 song Vrede, because not only did I have my own expectations of myself when I write music, but I also had to think about how Tekken fans and the game creators would react to hearing the song. So I had to keep that in